Hello, good day, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Due to the time differences, and music is a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. So today I'm using Noble Nketia. Mm.
Shiromya Mabawa Senya Nasi Empanya Sunji Oh Empanya Sunji Oh Empanya Sunji Oh Mako Shiromya Mabawa Senya Nasi Empanya Sunji Oh Empanya Sunji Oh Empire Sunji Oh Jamabo Wakisa Jemi Jamini Ba See Jami Jaminya away You raise something Jaminet You raise Yeah, no money number I'm a single Don't control Now that's in your I'm from me Won't control I mean if you want to see Bring me your mother
Hi guys, see you guys. How's everybody doing? Welcome. What's up? Sister Aisha Ankra, Kwaba, Apomutu saying, it's good to see you. Good morning to you.
Mama wasembia nasi empanya sunji oh empanya sunji oh empanya sunji oh empanya sunji oh
Aisha, I'm glad you're here to do Mimo Bia Kaba. And that topic in it, I know, say, like, you're going to really, like have so much to say. Open talk, I love open talk because open talk we can basically talk about anything, everything. So we're gonna talk about relationship, life itself, just anything. A memo my worry na live single life. And my worry live single life, and how we should learn to appreciate life itself. So today I'm just going to Noble Nketia. Yeah. Brother Drugar, thank you. Oh, my beautiful, knowledgeable sister, Sage. I'm going to say, website, Sage, something. Merchandise. This one. What's the back? Because the marvelous, knowledgeable, beautiful first lady one was in my papa. Okay. Let's pause. Music is good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. It's a good sensory. And like today I chose Noble Nketia. I mean his songs, A Shin Crying, A Sign, one Janaea, a bit Miama, where the other for nominated. Intino and Ankasano mood, it's like a bit somewhat. By a befanessa. we are say to say Obrano. It's not easy. Abrabo no. Life, precious life. And we should never take our life for granted in life. Yeah. So and you ba be di nkomo. Nkomo a ye be di no ye ko baby open talk. Open talk is like we can just like discuss and talk about anything, everything. It could be a comment that you guys, loved ones, friends, family members, those who follow me, supports me, can put forth, and we can talk about it, discuss it further. But definitely, there hasn't been any program that I have done that relationship or marriage has not come up. Because you will be our you will be so ever relationship you will be so no I say aji aha atafia kwa relationship. I'm done with it. If you want to say, hey, send you be more relationship more brepa dear. I prefer just being on my own. No, I don't want to just stress myself because some relationship, you better off just being staying single. It's never good to be alone. Like, I'm not talking about not being in a relationship. I'm talking about not connecting with anyone, talking to people, getting to know other people that you have never even attempt to like have a conversation with. Don't stay within just your culture, tribe, society, just that. Explore, get to know other people beside people that comes from your country. Men you say media Ghana for me, a Ghana in a Ghana for Kwana menu bidding kuma and I say I will get to know them. There be Shianipa. Because those Shianipa and no expend a lot of things in your life. Sister Aisha Ankra said the purpose of our life is to be happy, which is so important. I mean, to say, your happiness, kind of off. You feel say be a relationship mu and na someone worry. And your friend is saying, when ni beje. And I say wo sika ana when ni beje. Na say ubu obi a and I say wo mistreat obi a and when ni beje. But enije ankasa no ejina yen ankasa ye nipadua ne so se wo pese nipa wote wonom no wani gye ewo wabrabo mu wo kwan nyina so a eye se wankasa no wo nipadua no wo accept wo nipadua no enyo but say hey obi wo wonom a ya wo na ba wiase the sky kra. And once what is it? Nipa kacha and said the sky is blue. Esroda. They have never seen the sky, the color of the sky. They have not observed birds flying around in the sky, a bird sitting on a tree. They know tree is being described to them, but they have not foreseen it themselves. There are some people who are born into this world have no legs to walk on, no arms. I was watching this inspirational video of this young man, and I was like blown away, and I was inspired by him. He has no legs, he has no hands, but this young man, the things that he has accomplished in life, he gets up in the morning, he has found ways to brush his teeth, complete his morning routine, hygiene, get dressed, come down the stairs, make his breakfast. Like, I was like so amazed, and I was like, oh my gosh. And some of us, we have it all, but yet we're not appreciative of what we have. I'm down today. I'm not a bit down. I am down today. Like, most of you who knows me best. Like, but my father-in-law passed away, and it has hit all of us really hard. So the purpose of life, to be happy. How do you live a happy life? We have to do things that makes us happy. We shouldn't look for others, wait on others, but someone that you have chosen to spend the rest of your life with. You need to be able to have more understanding, love one another, be truthful to yourself and the person that you want to have a life with, or are you planning to live a life with? Hey, boss. Boss, how about you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm coming to say, boss lady.
Because we program no say you are down today.
Yes.
And my friend and I don't want you. I know that I can't take it away, whatever it is,
That's right.
But I just want you to know, say we are right behind you, and you got people who love you.
Oh, boss.
Yeah, show and Kasa,
Medasi.
Man, Kasa, what the which mean you flow there, but the which I can say, Kasa, I'm not Kasa,
and no, right? What's the one? Boss, you have made my day. Thank you so much. You just put a smile in my face.
Because we are here to support each other.
That's
also,
right.
What to say? Baby, to me, to me, Baba said those spirits cut down.
Yes.
But also to have a lift to not just at the every hope. Now, why you okay?
Yes.
It's so say we are various purpose for us to be happy. What I mentioned, now go pump a see a rebel who but nipa and some to Mrs. Senior whatever it is in Patrol.
Mate.
Don't say it again. I don't want to hear it. I say I'm down today and blah 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 blah.
Mate, boss lady.
Sure. Yeah, so people can be sure because then I was scarf for the actual
yeah, from Ghana. Yeah, from Ghana. Greetings from Ghana.
Greetings from Ghana. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now it's so your freestyle, my boy.
Yeah, net the open, we can talk about anything, everything that we want to talk about.
Okay, let me say some. First of all, let me appreciate you, Asha. So sweet.
I know, Asha is something.
I love her. Just Opia or supporting, support me. I don't mean as because
no credit.
Only who I am seeing you.
I'm Papa.
I don't want to be freestyle. Let me I don't be see what they are saying.
Thank you. Let me show.
Now, because our really and then be a is good. Say our very, very important.
Yeah.
And I just deep in your position, we are saying, Ghana and Japan. And they say, Papa, but there be enough some of fight. Say,
oh, boy.
Papa, Nipa, and Odasani, Abrabo, what I mentioned, our you be what I said, our and I don't know, as no be my opinion, but at the end of the day, yes, say, what the abusive. Our so you don't have to stay there.
That's right.
Expect that you have to be alone than to be abused. On a mention, say my comfort our radio, because our radio and our because companionship so any pan of you being any pack as son home, mobile senior and Pamunqua. Sometimes any pie you request me for them to can I am real so I'm a cup of tea be the amount. Obet me as so obet me you say. Nina say, Nina, yeah, our ready. papa.
No correct.
There's a respect. Any BPA woman who idea at the papa.
No correct. No
And because I'm a friend, my mom will say, please don't be down.
Maxi boss, you change, you came and changed the mood. Me that's a pa. No correct. No correct. Me that's a boss. Nyami shroud. Anyone come up pa? Any oda wo mommy because you just brought a smile in my face.
Okay, that's good.
Amen.
With a smile. Why?
Maxi boss, I will do just that. Me that's Nyami shroud. I love you too, boss. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, boss. God bless. And you know, and boss is right. No matter what circumstances that we in, we have to make life as it is. We have to be happy and then not to be stressed or to be bothered by what is going on in life. So, boss, me da sepa when your friend unuyato, to say, she saw say, I needed that encouragement, motivation. So, you know, she called me and I'm appreciative of that. Sister Aisha, thank you. For your comment about the purpose of our life is to be happy. You know, happiness, you know, it adds on to our life. Boss lady one. That is a boss lady and not boss. Who program the na hot. I don't follow my mommy and boss lady platform so well Fire Life Radio. Just say ube sunya di ankasa or ye ejuma mu ejuma to say she talks about anything, everything, or the topic about na ubia to me be share no opinion. So we'll respect other people's opinion. The biameka yen see any send you man is different. Our understanding and everything, how we see things, you know, is different. Also, like using our emotional intelligence. Send you if you know, quiet be fast why you bet stretch and also here. So we need to take one day at a time and appreciate every little thing. Hey, Sister Yisha, some way say now what the better way. No cremo sampa because the people no ma aya ye so fast wo. Yes, it's a winning nipa wo no ma. Nipa no ebenwa na we nyamre amasa nipa no na we nyanto boase a enyoma bebre wo hono ma nipa ne yema wa wunhu ba se nipa ne free wiase a ebedru dabi no anase almost every time bia no woye bibia ubebo nipa ne din senka nipa so masi wo hono ma anka say ni say esi da bia esi de me kura ma ye bi pen me wo fa bia wo free mu Tamo tia so can some of them to her or yeah na my room me eyes miss oh and so no a drew baby no ni ye din koma abusia fo ye din koma da bi de ne ka asem brother nana ese do da ko wa beland yesu adum ne ne hira me ho ye pa na I hope say won so ho eye sa your friend is saying iPhone, what type no one when you na change your words to be all the time. What I say, what beland there home, back to New York. Hey, and yeah, I wanted. This is Aisha say your life is what you make it. Your present life is the result of all the choices you have made up until this moment. If you want to change the quality of your life, if you want to change the quality of relationship you have to start by taking responsibility for everything. Bum, 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 bum. I'm telling you, like, taking responsibility of everything. Hey, Sister Aisha, as some way now, Koka, we don't want to take responsibility of everything that we do. A son say, Yɛwɔ nipa bi ebetumi de ahyɛ ɔmo. Yɛn tete yɛ mu yɛ our outbringing, because yɛn nyinaa obi ani hɔ nom a ɔbɛka sɛ wɔnni story to tell. We all have story to tell, good or bad, or nothing at all. Everybody has a story to tell. Foolish decisions that some of us have made. Like senseless, useless decisions that some of us have made, and good decisions that some of us have made, and being mature about it. Accountability is something that most of us are not good at, accepting. Because if I hold myself accountable, that means what I did is wrong, but I'm not prepared to tell people that I'm wrong doing X, Y, and Z. So at times, a lot of things that we do, say decisions we make, it does affect us, good or bad. But the one thing that most of us don't want to do, when we do make bad decisions, it doesn't mean that your life is over. There are ways and means to correct that, which means you need to start figuring out, okay, what is the areas or the person that you chose to go into relationship with. If you feel that there's a future for the two of you, then you work at it. If you feel that no matter what you do, what you say, what effort you put into that relationship or that marriage, if you're going to spend the rest of your life being stressed, then this decision can never bring you happiness. So, because that kind of relationship, you would not be able to have time to work on yourself, because every time you're going to be mending things, and the mending things is like coming from one side, and one-sided relationship or marriages normally do not last. No matter what you do, what you give, it don't matter. It will not last. It's going to end. And it's not going to end in a good way. Somebody is going to be resentful. Someone is going to be envious. Someone is going to be jealous. Someone is going to take revenge. And none of it, or many others, and none of it will bring you anything productive, will not add anything to your life. Sister Yishanka said, in all things, we need to give thanks. Amen to that, for sure. No matter what the circumstances or the situation that you're in, you have to thank the Omega. Mm-hmm. Yes, Sister, my beautiful, knowledgeable sister, Missy Amoakon says, so it's good to see you guys always. Yeah, we have to be thankful of things that we have accomplished. We have even the ones that we don't have, just be grateful and thankful of that, because you are alive. You are breathing, in everything. Like, I'm always grateful that I go to bed, not being hungry, being fed. I cook food, hubby cooks. I have children. Like, I have everything that I need in life. I'm happy. I'm receptive to the person that I am. I look to other friends and family members, of motivation. You guys just witnessed. Boss lady just came and uplift my spirit. I came into a program today. I was really like not my usual self, but I'm glad that boss is there to call me to let me know, okay, I know I can take things away, but you have to be happy. Just do things, think about things that bring smile in your face. I want to see smile in your face. And so that's a good thing. Sister Aisha, thank you. Thank you. That is so true. Time for everything. Oh yes. You make time for everything, and everything, you make it extra special. Yes. I know, like, my attitude and my eyes and my facial expression, everything is kind of like different. But listen, awarefoɔ ne mo a mowɔ relationship munyi mo adwene fi hɔ, because ɛnyɛ hɔ no m'adwene akɔ. I'm just so Isanka said everything must have a, bless you, hon. Everything must have its end, or there is no beginning. I'm telling you, oh my gosh, that is so deep. Death is not the opposite of life, but the counterpart of to birth. My goodness, this Aisha. You sometimes not feel, hey, utimi yi nsɛm to hɔ, asɛm a waka no ɛyɛ nokorɛ papapapapapapapa. When you lose a loved one now, it's not easy, because you start thinking about all the things, like, you did not have time to say, or you were not able to say, like, you start like thinking to yourself. But sometimes if you're not careful now, you will lose yourself, your sense of way of thinking, and which can also like bring forth so many other things that you may not like, you may not be able to emotionally and psychologically be prepared for. So it's a lot. But having loved ones, friends, family, who knows exactly what to say, how to like inspire you, like, it is just amazing. Boss lady Nyame Shra, I really truly thank you. Boss lady say hello, Ekuma Missy. How are you and the family? Ooh, yes, that's what's up. Sister Yeshankra said, thank you, Sister Love. You so very welcome, and thank you. Like, but last week, hey, I miss you. I mean, I enjoyed the program last week, but I was like, Sister Yisha must have something. She's either busy. She's busy because she is always here. I miss your contribution last week. Sister Missy Amwaku said, we all well, boss. Yourself. Oh, and with love, love, love. That's what life is about. I love it. Give me 1 second. So today, I put open talk in Abrabo in some life issue. Yebeka asembia, anything goes, anything goes. But baby, I'm a person me shall see if you say me can earlier, but me can earlier no like the attitude, the tone of voice, everything was like really down. So I'm just like, going to, as boss said, restart, play a song, restart, and start the program over again. Precious life, and how we should never, never take our life for granted, good or bad. So I'm going to start off, being that say our some, being that marriage life, relationships, is always coming up. Because majority of us are in that position, and it's always going to come. And those who has not enter any relationship or marriages yet, this is a way of learning something, for you to also use it as a lesson, to educate yourself, and also use it to have a strategic plan, not to have a hidden agenda for your selfish need, but to also expand your thinking process and how you can better your life and be happy. Being happy does not mean you have to be in a relationship or a marriage. Being happy is truly, truly understanding what life is about, and how accepting your whole existence and not allowing other people, other noise, the noise being the negativity, to influence you in a bad way. You just need to do things that add on, every single day you're growing. You're not just waiting, for someone to sweep you off your feet. Prince Charming, I remember growing up and I watched Cinderella and Snow White. I lost countless of time that I watched that movie, Beauty and the Beast. Like, hey, yeah, can you remember you? Like you dreaming for your Prince Charming. Nah, your Prince Charming comes about through effort and hard work, understanding, working together, being on the same page, being committed to yourself and to your partner, being loyal to yourself and to your partner, honesty, right? Not being manipulative in any way or being 419. Don't get into relationship or go into relationship because you want to gain something, and then once you gain it, that's the end of it. No. There are some things that we do that you will never be forgiven, even though the person may say, okay, I forgive you. Everything we do in life, it will also come back to us at some point in our life. We may not see it. It may not come like a ton of bricks, even though some people do receive it like a ton of bricks. And then if they still don't recognize that something that they did in their life and they never asked for forgiveness, or like do something to counterpart, when you do something really awful, there are ways that you can make amends. You can make it up by also doing good. Kindness goes a long way. But majority of the time, most of us, we don't know how to be kind to ourselves, our own self, and others. Some people are their own, like, the biggest, like, critics. They look for every part of themselves to like put themselves down. It could be just the color of their skin, the size of their nose, the size of their mouth, a scar they have in their face, their part of their body, how their neck is shaped, as how their fingers are, their ears, their hair, their breasts, stomach, like every single, their weight, like everything, they're going to make something out of that just to not feel happy. They just chunk things away. The more you put yourself down, the more you become unhappy, the more that you're going to have other people who will take advantage of your kindness, your nature, something that you are born with. Being kind does not make you a weak person, but most people do put it in that category, that kind people are just weak. You can get anything away with them. It's not that, because that person, besides being kind to other people and doing things to make other people happy, there's nothing else they don't think ill of other people. And that's why, like, sometimes I know most of you have heard, like, people who are good, they die young, they die earlier than those who are like really, really evil. When we think of it from a human perspective, that's how it comes out. But I don't see it like that, because I do know a lot of good people, kind people, generous people who did past 70 years old. So they did not die young. they live their life to the fullest. It's just except that, as human, like, it don't matter how old a loved one is, when they pass away, we miss them. We want them to be here with us, and we feel that it's unfair. Why did this person leave us, whereas you have this family member or this person that I know who is like the wickedest evil person still living? Is we talking from our human side point of view. But in reality, we all have expiration date. All of us knows when we were born, unless our mothers and parents chooses not to tell us exactly the date that we are born. But with our birth certificates, we each know exactly the day, the year, the month that we were born into this world. But we will not know when we will leave this world. So that's what it is. So let me see. Hey, where did I end off? Sister Aisha, what the better bum. Bum. Sister Aisha Ankra said, honestly, honesty. Me the Ella Besha Honum. Where's my glasses? Can you see my glasses? Uh-oh. Honesty leads to fulfilling free life. Honesty is not just about telling the truth, but it's about being real with yourself and others about who you are, what you want, and what you need to live your most authentic life. Simple. Bam. But hey, Sister Aisha, sometimes and I'll be like, wow, you're right. You're right. I mean, a lot of people, like, when they hear the word honest, honesty, like, it's like just telling the truth and then everything else, you do it around. No. When you choose to tell someone the truth, but your action does not match what you said, you're still being dishonest, not to just the other person, but also to yourself. So it puts you into being a pretender, like you giving one side of you to people to satisfy their desires, not even their needs. Because any dishonest person, no matter what you do to the world to be accepted, you are fake. You are not a real person because you're not giving us what you are. So thank you, Sister Aisha. That is like really awesome and deep. Sister Aisha Ankra said, in all reality, kindness is the strength, and negativity that's real weakness. Most definitely. But Sister Aisha, you see, our people, human nature. A lot of people think, when someone is kind, the person is weak. No. The person, most people who are negative people, they are the weakest link. I love that show. Has any of you seen that show? Like, it's like a game show. They ask different questions as a team. You come in as a team, so you bank the money. When you get things right, they raise the money up, and then when it gets to you, before you answer the question, you have to say bang. So when you say bang, you bank the money. But if you don't say bang, and your team has earned, let's say, $5,000, or let me go down, $2,000, like, whatever, and you didn't bang, and then it comes to you, and you are not able to answer the question, it means all that money that your team earned has went down the drain. You start over from 200 from $100, and you be like, I need to smack the crap out of this person. So like, I love that show, The Weakest Link. So after every round of question, the group will need to eliminate somebody. So like, the host will tell the audience who is the weakest from that round. But sometimes, because they are so in tune to the show, and some of them don't pay attention, they may not even realize that this person was the weakest link. So sometimes they will kick off the strongest link. But it's also like another strategy, because if someone is in there and they are weak, of course they don't want the strongest person to be there to win the money, because at the end of the day, all the money that they bank, only one person can go home with that. Some people go do things, so it's like, yes, but you're right, Sister Aisha. In reality, kindness is a strength, and negativity is weakness, for sure. Because with negativity, you don't have to put in any effort. You don't have to do no work. So where's that? Hello, my beautiful, knowledgeable baby sister, Crisscross Mensa. Hey, sis, Apamut is saying, it's good to see you. Oh, it's all right. You're not that late. I greet everyone on this platform. Sorry, I am late. I had to go to work today. Really? You're looking beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, sis. You know. Enti no te say adofo nom sane meka mfiti ase no. Sister Sage Williams, Otonioma intade t-shirt, inkun, jewelries, anything that you like, the website, it says sageshare.com. Just go and get some stuff. I mean, in your mama like, they are so authentic, really nice stuff, and she worked hard. And then we pay Juice Plus and swap. Sister Missy Amwakun waiting me. I would be a friend who means who bet me out there be a friend who Keynes who bet me out there be a friend who just give us color and we will talk if you want more information on that. Sister Sage Williams, Obetima. Sister Sage Williams said, life is a reflection of what we do with it. That is deep for sure. How we treat the people around us, how we handle what life throws at us, be it positive or negative, how we view it. Is the cup half full or half empty? Holy cow. That is deep. And chai, wisdom. Challenge for Papa. Sister Sage, Sister Aisha, Munyina, Same ba life amoba, na ye bedin komo. Ebia na mutechire wono ba mu yi to one so aboa pa. I mean, as a master Sage Akan, there is nothing else I can add to it though. She is right. Deɛ yɛbɛ nneɛma te sɛ ɛba abrabɔ mu a biribi a yɛyɛ biara everything we do no, it does reflect nipa, our circle of friends, people we follow, people we promote, like everything that we do. And it's an yehu ade yehu nneɛma obi ka asɛm na wonte ase a ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ asɛm na nipa ne kaeɛ no yɛ wrong o. Wonte aseɛ no ne nte aseɛ no, it's on a different level. Ɛna obi nyansasɛm ebetumi ayɛ obi ensamfo. Somebody's wisdom, right? And I said somebody knowledge could be as another person's, foolishness. Sanity, because of our understanding and emotional intelligence, So it's like most times, I mean, Miss Mendy always say we have to agree to disagree, which she's right. But even most people within our community, they still don't understand that phrase. Agree to disagree. Even somebody will come to make a comment. They don't even understand what the other person say, but they come and say, I disagree with the person. Or they just saying, using the word because it's a new word for them. It's a new vocabulary word. Copycat. Shiatra. Yeah, they were rough because one word, if we don't say it now, then we're not part of the community. So, like, if you have something to say, do say it, express it. Let people understand from your point of view where you coming at from, where you coming at. The wo can be ano, the ntia wo kasa, ena wonti asie no nso sen na wo pese adofo no mote wase, because sometimes also we can misunderstood somebody. And when you misunderstood somebody, obi ka asem no wan ti asia, e die na yese wo ye, ubusa asem nase. You ask questions. When you said this, what did you mean by that? Because I did not get it. I saw some people laughing. I heard some people laughing, but I still don't get it. It doesn't mean that I'm dumb. It means that I'm thinking, I'm like on the different level. I want to, even though I may not agree with you, what you're saying, I want to understand it more. That is a form of respect, because I'm not pushing your opinion away. I'm trying to get more information so I can understand from your point of view, instead of jumping to conclusion and say, oh, asema woka ne de nsem wunim de woka. What do you mean minim de make? Are you in my head to know that I don't know what that I don't know what I'm talking about? You can't say that. So, like, sometimes we do things backwards in the wrong way. So, Sister Sage, you said, cap no eyefa, and I say, ye woman, to sing. Hey, Profimi, hope is my translating exam. But my head, I feel, remember what papa, Nana Boama, and crabba. Dr. Jokins, Lapomo, it is saying, I hope to yes, I don't need Shira, when you are, when you man telling the offer, they have some no, remember me, did you have you? Okay, go away. Chris Cross say, yes, I have seen it. Get rid of the weakest link. I know, right? I love that show. Well, when we hear that show, no, you need to watch that show, because if you do not, like, it is an awesome show, and this whole scenario is like amazing. Sometimes the person who comes in there as the weakest link, will leave with the whole money, whereas somebody who banked the most money leaves with nothing. And I love the host, like the way she said, like, you are the weakest link, goodbye. Hey, brother Nana Kantanka ba apomu to saying hello. I'm watching you live in Tapa Ahafo. Oh wow, hello apomu to say me da sinyami shrafa. And thank you for saying hello. All right, so Sister Aisha said, hey, ne me manu ni wonu mana. And a man kwan ye kasa. Why? Sister Aisha, boss me that you like you just changed my mood. Aisha, Sister Aisha Ankara said, there is time for everything. And no dear, that should be a phrase. So Yes, and there is times for everything and a season for every activity. And the Bible always talks about that. Yeah, there's a lot of please take us to church now on. Oh, okay. Let me just say what the let me first say what the battle one no more. 1 to 18. Yeah, 1 to 8. Let me Ecclesiastes 3:1 to 8. Your friend is saying this is one of the Bible verse. Hey, me sure say I can't Bible from me Drew where the Ecclesiastes. Let me see. Hey, now where the may then to me abo. Eh? They couldn't think of a word that like you can say it easy. Eh? Okay. Ecclesiastes 3:1 to 8 says, and I'm reading it from what they call it, King James Version. In King James, normally I am a New International Version, but let me read it free King James. This is Aisha Winty. I say, Ecclesiastes 3:1 to 8 says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Amen to that. 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, for sure. 3, a time to kill and a time to heal. Well, time to kill no will be at intelligence, knowledgeable, no, and yes, literally. And a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. Hey! 4, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Most definitely. Wow, Sister Aisha. Nyami Shirao. Hey, on to Charlie, this is good stuff for 5, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. 6, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. 7, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Amen. Wow, what a wow. That's powerful, very powerful, Sister Aisha Ankara. Thank you. When I finish the program, I'm going to continue to read to the end because, wow. Amazing, Sister Sage. I'm telling you, Sister Sage, like, no matter what on it, it's amazing. It is in it. Oh, Nana Mama on my hand ahimfie and then you may 8:30 US Eastern Time. You guys have to tune in or buy live on YouTube or Facebook. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So you guys need to tune in and move the programs I'm on share. First ladies, like we have to support each other, encourage each other, motivate each other. So this is something that we need to do more often. Hey, my beautiful sister Ramina Martin is in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. So it's Abamutin saying it's good to see you. On my hand, I fear. Say a very good morning to you, my dearest daughter Ajua. Keep on with your good teachings. Thank you so very much, and God bless. Dr. Joe Kinsley, happy Sabbath to you as well. Yes, what domini shira. And thank you. Amen. God bless you as well. No problem, Sister Sage. I see you there. I see, Sister Ravi, that more you have landed far. Nana, we day here. I'm hey now came up of all of you. Movie ni the blues. Hey, draw money for the boy. Moko away na mkobo draw money him team ben the boy. Southampton. I see 1-1. It's good for you guys, the blues. Thank you, Sarami. Thank you with us. Sarami said, Rami baby 1 is in the corner. That's right. I like the Bible by heart. That's amazing. I mean, like, I kid you not. I mean, there are so much in the Bible. There are some that like kind of create confusion. I think it's the translators. Some of them different, creates our confusion, but truth, true and panso, looking beautiful. Oh, sister. Ubama miti my made the rough, made that in shroud. Shroud, say Sister Aisha said, take us to church. Hey, Tale, we have to do it in a good way. Now, let me hit, being that it's an open talk today, let me hit married but living single. Okay. Mrs. Arami Ashasie, the blues forever. Hey, you and Chelsea, dear. This is Aisha. Thank you, Salah, for the Bible reading. Bear in mind, if you don't dance today, that's okay. We are with you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Oh, I can dance sitting down, like dance it here. I have some songs, don't worry. Thank you, Saisha Nyamishra. Sorry, you and the blues forever. Hey, lose or win, right? Okay, I see. And like, let's talk about married but living single. And I say, being in a relationship and your life, your life is like you don't care. All right, so the first thing I want to like tackle, hey, most poor characteristics are not based on our outbringing. I'm speaking from my understanding and with using my emotional intelligence. So you guys bear with me. It's not based on our outbringing, but behavior that has been learned based on what we see, what we hear, the people that we listen to, the people we follow, the people we promote, and the people we allow in our lives. That poor characteristic. Like as I said earlier, if some of you were paying attention, that we all have a story to tell. Yes, everybody, our outbringing is different. I cannot expect Sister Aisha to act like me, talk like me, walk like me, think like me. Like some of our thinking process is like almost alike, because some of her comments and how she put forth certain things, I think basically like almost the same. There are some things that some words that she will use that I never even thought of it. But that is like, we'd be like, wow, that is incredible. And that's true. And that's why it's really important for us to learn from each other. Don't ever think that your idea alone, your thinking alone is the only thing that could bring you far. Most times, because when we isolate our thinking process and we always categorize ourselves as we the best, we more knowledgeable than this person, you put yourself higher than others now. It's literally actually going to bring you down. Okay, so it's like, it's always important, it's good to learn from other people. Most of us use our outbringing as a goddamn excuse not to grow, because we have someone to blame it on. Let me blame it on my mother. Let me blame it on my father, or my family members, because they did not give me these things that they needed to give it to me, but it was not given to me. So now they screw my life. So I'm going to allow my life to be screwed, because even being an adult, I still don't have the common sense, the basic fundamental sense that I was born with, to really take a minute, research things, learn things, add on things that can really benefit me for me to grow. We're still going to blame that on our upbringing. So that's basically it. So when you have some men or some women who are married or in the relationship, and they basically, talk in terms of, oh, my father never did this for me. My father did this to me. My mom did this to me. I was never given this. I don't know how to do that. And, like, okay, all that is great, or all that is sad. But what are you doing about it? To not have to make an excuse or give excuse or reasons, or have to blame someone for your unsuccessful life. When are you going to say, okay, enough is enough? Let me break this cycle. Because if I do not make an effort, or do not work hard for myself, or start thinking differently, I will never succeed in life. When are you going to stop that? So for me, number one, most poor characteristics are not based on your outbringing. It's a behavior that women, men, children, whomsoever, parents grow up to learn, and they adapt it. People you listen to, people you follow, people you promote, all that plays a major part in it, because you molding yourself. And when you mold yourself with garbage, you're going to end up being garbage. When you mold yourself with Mate, and when you mold yourself with knowledge, understanding, care, patience, everything, you will really make a life for yourself. Me kun say, yemu bi enti brofuna si enti me fetwi mfa. Dear Mekan say, and me ma, and as I the phone be on my worry. Won't dear Ben bro? My worry. On my worry. And so on my near interest on my worry. But I need your movie no. The omo can say, a down man. It sounds say, omo obia, omo bet media semashe. Yen yina ya wa samoka. Yen kwala brim bepim emra empempenso a yedu no. Yen yina ye wo asamka. Ye mubi asam ebe the same or similar. Ebe se. But enye exactly the same. But obi wo ho no mo dia chese bibi kitikiti and ebe se san ho obi nsu wo ho no ma ne de ye for them to come to Edru baby not just papa to the extreme, because nanke say adia komu no free wiase, but esan say nyankopon wo bibi potin eti ewo homo no, because esan wo ba wiase a we all have a purpose, right? Enti no enye yentiti yemu enema ebi mu esuban enye debi obi wo honom a suban na wo mu no wasua onyi no wasua eno no ejina nipa a ubetie nasam, nipa a wobedi nachi, nipa a nasam na wo ka no a emfa won ko baabia no emfa bibi meka wo wabrabo ho na won so ntimi mmobra pa no wodi saa no ne nsem na wo beka no ni asa to akwa akire say oh tie nipa asumesi asama wo ka na wo befoa no ni nipa a wodi wo ho bom no eno no enyina eka ho. Number 2 eye humility, ahobrɛaseɛ. Se nipa bia mu nyinaa munim omo, me de nipa bia menim omo a omo aye ahomaso. They think of themselves being higher than everybody. Every time they look down on other people. They might be financially stable, but within and how they carry their life, it doesn't go well. Abrabo ni nkoyie kura obi a woye ahomaso. Eduru baby a omanim timi gu ase poto, even though no wetimi a build a good foundation, but esa se one fa ekwan paso anye saa na wode ahomaso ena ye nti no eduru baby a wo san free suru say behwi form say hui to ayes wa fro adua na wunim se dua yi ansa na abesi from na yesa wo climb down we say there from the top all the way to the bottom pine. We are lucky and I won't break any bones. If you're not lucky, you will break a lot of bones. Now Abrabo asay. Ebetimi afa nipa bi so a wadi ni bone. Now Abrabo, even though no kase wuye bibia enkoye ma. Afere na ato se nipa na wadi ni bone no pese wone ne kasa sa nipa no so mfeel because wuni na Abrabo mu no. Well, yeah, okay, without you being part of Nabrabo. Enti no, humility is something nipa dasani wawario, won wario, afena wesisu, we your parent, we your kwala. You have to learn to be humble in everything that you do, even how you talk to people. Because nipa enye nipa nyina na nam wiase ahonhom bone, ahonhom fin, ahonhom tantan, ahonhom a omo asam form ho kura omo som esa so obi di nanu aka enyina na wiase se woti wiase na se wani nso ade obiala na wode wanu akoto na sem mu asem eni kwa so ka na wo ka obi enti wasem ase wayeyew na nso yeye no. Do you know? Because esan say obi wo honom a otimi fa kwan so through social media anywhere etimi fa kwan so just to get to you because obeka asem bi a ebe hye wabufu and you will respond to it. Obi ka asem na say yabufu sem a use that opportunity to educate the person. Chire nipa ne say ni jimie no ni sa level no. Their unintelligent mindset, no dysfunctional mindset, no, you are not there. If you want to go to that level, you can go to that level by you choosing to direct it in a different forum. So when you live your life now, humility is one thing that you develop, but nobody can take that away from you. No matter where you go, what you do, you will be respected because it said you have control of your emotions and you develop your mind not to judge people, but to accept people the way that they are. And you speak to them with boundaries in a respectful form, respectful manner. Do not, do not look down on someone. There's a say, tomorrow never die. And it's true. There's always going to be tomorrow. Today is going to end and tomorrow is going to come. I cannot go back what I lost from before I came life or when I started life. I can never go back and get that. But we have to move forward and we have to do things that will add to our life. So always be humble. And you humble yourself by acquiring knowledge, broaden your thinking process, have wisdom, use your emotional intelligence. I'm not asking people to like be foolish and act idiotic way or be stupid. No. Humbling yourself, like a lot of positive things that add to our life. A lot of people see that as weakness, but they are strength, and it will build you up. And when you are a person who is humble and stay humble and learn things to always develop, you become mature from your mind all the way. Maturity. Maturity is something that a lot of people don't really pay attention to. They don't care. Some people also think like being mature, no, it's like, oh, Leslie, I'll call K. Oh, I said Leslie, Fred. Okay, maybe I'm a friend. No? I'll call her back. My cousin is calling me. I'll call her back. Because if I pick it up, I won't be able to talk to her. I'll call her back. Yeah, some people, they think maturity is like when you grow up. There are a lot of adults who are not mature emotionally, psychologically, physically. They're not mature. They're not they don't have that skills yet. Because when they open their mouth to speak, you be like, oh gosh, what did I get myself into? So maturity is maturity. When we talk about maturity, no, okay, let me go to here. Sister Rami Nana Martin said we learn from each other. Most certainly. Yes. When we talk to people, we talk to each other, we talk to people, comments, like listening to other people. Don't stick with one person. No. Explore, be able to learn to, and sometimes, even someone who do not know how to talk, you yourself as a person who likes that person, follows that person, like you can use your words to change somebody's life, productively, gradually, by advising the person, making suggestions, like we have to help each other. We have to learn from each other. So you are exactly right, Sister Rami. No, I got some people, so please, English and Chi is okay. No problem. I'm going to speak mostly English. And thank you, sis. And I thank your friends, who are also have tuning. So it's a lot. Who does it? Miss Me does it. Crisscross, what did I say for you to laugh? Please say stupidity again in chi. Can't stop laughing. Jimmy. I answer more. Ma, what's wrong with too much? Before me, if someone insult more or the people I know, I will insult them back. I mean, sometimes it's not even worth your energy. Because there are some people even they're looking for you to insult them back because that's all they have grown to know. So sometimes I'm not gonna like certify some people. Some people who tend to like insult other people, majority of the time, they lack of knowledge. They are limited. And the only thing that is their defense mechanism is insult. Because when you ask someone a question and the person does not know the answer to the question, because just keep in mind, there's no such thing as stupid question. Even if the question sounds stupid to you, give an answer, whatever pops in your head or how you understand the question. If you don't understand the question, you ask them to repeat the question or ask more, get more information by when you said this, what did you mean by that? Okay, so it's like you have to use your active listening to make sure that when you're speaking with someone, because we do have some people, when you speak to them, even though you're speaking to them, they're not understanding the word that's coming out of your mouth because your facial expression can really turn them off to focus on something else. They might get distracted by a noise or something else, so they may not really understand the question that you ask them. And then we do have some people who are so arrogant and ignorant, and so limited intelligent, they lack of emotional intelligence. Instead of repeating, if the person asks the question again, their first thought will be like, why, you stupid? No, I'm not stupid. Minji mi busa question no be esan say man question na wo kan ye. And sometimes you have people like, even when we say something in the Akan language and sometimes we translate it in English now, it doesn't come out right. At times I'm like, did I translate it right? Because you have Asante, Akan, Fante, Equiapim, so many others. But it said your language, it be a dinse. But I said, even in America here, you have Dominican Republicans, right? Dominicans, and then you have Puerto Ricans. Some of the wording that they use for the other is an insult, but for the other, it's not. So you have to be very mindful how you saying things. So at times, I think the reason why in our society community, a lot of people have the tendency to insult. When you ask them a question, sometimes they may not understand the question. At times, they do understand the question, but they don't have an answer to the question that you ask them. So, but because you find the time to ask them now, they want to disrupt that because they don't want you to look smarter in the eyes of other people than them. So they would then resort into insults, because insults will get them out, because they are going to have somebody who also love to insult other people. So that person will laugh. You see? So when that person laughs now, it will trigger. I mean, laughing is like, it's a good medicine. It's a good thing. It's contagious. So when you see someone laugh, or smile, you are initially also going to react to that, which is something positive. But you shouldn't laugh at somebody's expenses, because the person who feels insulted might get really upset that people are laughing. Why are you laughing? Because this person said something nasty and discussing something unintelligent, unwise, irrational, idiotic to me. And then you have people laughing. So it's like our brains, is what is it like? And then the person may think, okay, I thought this person was smarter than they look. But it's not that. Laughing is automatically contagious. It may not be the word of insult that caused them to laugh. They laugh because the person who is insulting is a funny person. They don't get it. So the fact that they don't understand and they don't get it, they're going to result into insult. So it's like, people who tends to insult a lot, like, it's not something that it should become a habit. You use that to teach people, because a lot of people can really learn through that. Oh, hi, Crystal, if you're with us. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you, Crystal. I know Rami has been telling me that you've been watching my programs, a lot, and thank you so much. If I switch to the Akan language, it means I already said it in English, so don't worry about it. No problem. I know English is a universal language, so it's good to speak English for sure. Hey, Sister Felicia. Sir Wadonko Oba Fedia. Osawa Nimdia Kaho. Apomu saying it's good to see you. Sister Felicia says, when someone insults me, will laugh at the person and it will make you feel bad. Like, you see, I'm glad that you brought that up, Sister Felicia. You see how, like, what I was saying it in the different forum, but Sister Felicia also brought another aspect, another angle. Like, some people, when they do insult you, if you are face to face, right? Or if you are on social media and then you put laugh out loud or laugh my ass off, hello. LM oh no, like, I said it out loud already. When you put that now and then you put at and then you put the person's name now, that's gonna fuel the person more. Right? Because the person will come back with another insult and you'll be like, chai, don't you have anything productive to say beside insult? So it's like it will look more like you mocking the person, right? And then the person ends up feeling bad because you calling them on their own shit, right? So they feel bad. Now they see that, okay, what they're trying to do to embarrass you, you have turned that on them. So it's like they feel embarrassed. Before you know it, they don't make any more comments. But they haven't left though. They're still there. So, Sister Felicia, I'm glad that you brought that. So there are many ways to kill a cat, right? We hear this saying all the time. Don't put yourself on the same level as the person, because some people, when you get emotional, and it happens to all of us, you will not be able to solve a problem productively. What's going to happen? You are going to either say something back or do something that is going to portray your character as someone who is like, disrespectful, someone who have no respect for others, someone. Okay, what are you cooking? Oh, my nose. Ooh, pepper. Oh, that's a lot of pepper. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. So it's like, it brings bad characteristic about you, but yet you are such a good person. That's not your character. You just get emotional. You say things because you don't want people to insult your friends or to insult you. Like, always use that opportunity to educate somebody, but also to shut somebody up. Someone who is an idiot, who is unintelligent, who is unwise, and I can go on and go, who is foolish or foolish fool. Because you see, say why Jimmy, me Jimmy, and I say, ye wo Jimmy, and wo, and ye wo Jimmy mu Jimmy, foolish fools. Obi a we Jimmy abroso. Aha, I don't know, didn't say, we will be, we nipa bi no Jimmy. Na se wutie obi Jimmy nsem a wo Jimmy de esen de wa Jimmy na sem na wutie ye no. So when you are foolish and you listen to another foolish person or foolish fool, and then like you be just say you are above and beyond foolishness. Your stupidity there is on the higher level. So it's like, why should I waste my time or my energy to deal with someone who does not have the knowledge or even try to learn to be better than the other person? Okay, so a foolish person cannot tell me, someone who has knowledge and have upgrade my basic fundamental sense, which most people will say it common sense. We all born with common sense, but my common sense cannot get me where I am now, or cannot get me to think outside the box. So I have to acquire knowledge. I have to learn something new, or be able to listen to other people who are knowledgeable and who has wisdom for me to add on to what I already know. Things that I know that cannot help me, I need to learn to delete it from my life and reprogram myself to be able to add things that will help me. Hey, Charlie, you guys are getting me going this morning. So like, it's on and on and on and on. I don't know what K is doing, but he has like, the pepper is like getting in my nose. So Sister Felicia, I love that. You laugh at this person, Charlie. This is crazy. No, moi, I will insult them back. I'll block them. Yeah, Sister Felicia, someone said, I will not, the way I will at you, you will be hurt. And I tell you something, Sister Felicia, like how you approach this bad characteristics or poor characteristics of some people who initial reaction is to insult people because they don't have anything else to say, anything productive to say. They don't know what else to say. They get embarrassed because when people, have you realized, like some of you, I'm not sure, you know, someone who is very reserved, introvert, right? And then when something happen outside, or if they drink, right, their behavior becomes the opposite of what you know of them be, because they're in a public place and they don't want to feel embarrassed. But what they don't realize is at the end of the day, or whatever situation happened, they're not going to resolve the situation. They're going to actually reveal their true colors, their true personality, habit, the bad habit that they have been able to hide it in public. And people going to make their own assumption, their own judgment, and things say, oh, this person, I didn't know that he was like that. I didn't know she was like that. Man, that is a nasty attitude. There's no way that woman's going to get a man in her life. Or that man will never get a wife. But guess what? They will. And you who's sitting there talking in that smack, you also have some issue, because what are you doing? You putting somebody down. So most times, in order for you to shut up somebody, someone who do not have intelligence, you have to use their own words against them, because at times you will say something to someone you redirect the person at the moment and the time, the person still will not get it. They think, say, what they have said to you, no, they have embarrassed you, but then they go home or some hours later, they sit there and they be like, wait a minute, what this woman or what this man said to me, they insult me. But the way they say it, they didn't say it the way I said it. Yes, because that person has intelligence. They school you. So I love it. Like people, there are some people, because of their ignorance and their arrogance, selfishness, and all the other negative words that you can use, and their dysfunctional mindset, they don't realize. K, excuse me, K. Okay, so it's like your voice is like this high. Even the call is on speaker, we can hear it. I can hear it at least. So like most of the time, what happens is that, like, don't put yourself in, just, you can redirect the person. You can school the person. You can let the person know, listen, I know where you're going. I'm not coming to that level, but let me tell you something. If you don't agree with me or if you don't get me, you need to take a step, because I ain't talking to you. You want me to explain it into details? Ask the right question. Do not come here and act dumb and stupid. Because your questions and the way your action is telling me that you have a long way to go. Even your common sense is not active. There are some people, they cannot do anything without anybody or somebody redirecting them or telling them what to do. We do have people that live, and it's all over the world, most certainly. So most times, like, some people do things and say things, they think they're embarrassing you, but they're embarrassing their own self. We have to take time. We have to be able to learn to control our emotions, because if you are someone who lose control of your emotions, your intelligence is going to go down. We have another say is like, when you are at your angriest, you are at your stupidest. Wubufua, ujimi kuradi anything, because assembly can be it will not connect. It make sense. So when you are at your angriest, you are at your stupidest. Bam. Thank you. I'm doing well. My dear, you. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, thank you. I'm doing well. You, my dear. Yes, I don't need to Moko. I know, Rami. Adi awaye ban moko na komi me. Some me bowa. Ntina me bowa na me say. Obi bowa wo de be hu na ehunke. Abba. Me na me bowa na me say, I don't know what you cooking, because yeah, pepper soup. Hey, and yeah, they made the pepper soup. Oh, oh, what am I to say? Cramming, crisscross. Oh, they are sitting the blues motto. When you uncle, dear Muna. Sister Rami, one answer, me, I respect you, Papa. Oh, Sister Rami, I respect you also. I respect each and every one of you. Like, I mean, to say respect, it needs to be earned. It cannot be given to people. That's what it is. And thank you. I appreciate it, Sister Ishanka. Thank you. Oh, it's Sister Felicia. And then I'm happy to see you. Now, in my money, dear Chessa, Mupa, dear Monkande, cry. Aday Mupa Samu, my who said, my near Casa Bebre, Casa, dear Moncasa, we would talk. Don't worry about it. And to the make regarding maturity, no, to say like sometimes now, yeah, you move a brain, no, we don't when we hear maturity now. Obey maybe an answer baby or honor say, oh, many, I'm mature. Obi wo ho no mo a wanyi ha obi na no asem obeka no you want to slap him or her keke. Just put some sense into their mind. You have to be mature mentally, psychologically, and physically. Everything that you do, when a man or a woman discuss their relationship or marriage to a third person or other people, based on their understanding and limited mindset, it is foolishness. And this is coming from me. I'm sharing my opinion. This is Aisha. What was it? Some people don't deserve respect. And that's a fact. It's a fact. Some people truly do not deserve respect. But like people who have not earned my respect, I do not entertain those people. Period. Because if you have not earned my respect, why should I bring myself to you? Because the fact that you don't respect yourself, I know that something is bound to happen, and you're going to like pour all that. You stay there, I'll stay here. You ask a question, I'll answer. You want to learn, we will educate you ourselves. I will try to get to know you and understand you, where you're coming from, and what went wrong, and how you want to change yourself to be better. So you're right. There are some people, based on their actions, their wording, the words that they use, and the way that they dirty themselves. I will not even give you that opportunity. That's just personally me. Life is how we make it to be. Sister Aisha put that in there, because it's the fact. How we live our life, decisions we make, choices we make, people that we choose to interact with, people we allow to come in our life, people that we want to spend our life with, people that we want to have sex with, people, like everything that we do in life, it stands back on us. It's not going to be based on how you were raised. Okay, if you were raised at some point, things did not go right. What is preventing you from doing the right thing? Ask yourself. Because you like how things are. You want to play the victim role. You want empathy, because it's a relationship. When you end a bad relationship or marriage and you enter another one, before you enter, make sure you are fully healed. Don't just go in there because you're going to tell your story to that person. Believe me, in the beginning, they will receive you well. Later on, if they see certain behavior, they will start comparing that to what you told them wrong. And then they will start use your own words against you. And that's why your relationship and your marriage did not work with so and so, because you have a bad character. You have a bad habit. You're not this, you're not that. And then you crying. How can you do this to me? I thought you were different. Well, you gave the person everything that they need to know. When who be a okita to bulletin ni mo beto. What the bulletin na man no the ashame na so say what twabowa. You complain the same. This is what it is. We set our own self up for failure. So don't bring a third person into your relationship or your marriage. Whatever is going on, if you need to use some of your experience, I have used some of my experience, to make a point. That's fine. However, there are some things that should not be here, because that's between me and hubby. And that's how life should be. There are some people, especially women. Some Ghanaian women, or maybe most Ghanaian women, me and my best friend, my girlfriend, not girlfriend, like my female friend, I tell her everything. And, she loves me and my partner. Before you know it, she be drinking in your couple. Hey! Listen, some people are opportunists. Some people, they just wait for the right time. So if things are not going well for you, find ways to resolve it. Stop looking for people to solve your problems for you, because hey, some people, they're not close to you, or they don't love you because they want you to be happy. They actually want to not see you happy. They want to see you suffer. So continue. Maturity is someone who is willing to take accountability, to accept their wrongdoing, apologize, and work on the problem, resolve it. Maturity is someone who speaks with care, respect, and love others as themselves. Will not put people down because things are not going well. Will not take advantage of someone generosity, someone kindness, someone who is supportive. When a man or a woman or a person is matured, they think they are selfless. They think before they speak. They don't just open their mouth like they farting. Because when you want to pass gas, you don't, like some people, they think it's coming silent. They let go and it just bomb blast the whole place. Mature people, they are proactive. They're not reactive. Even at their angriest, they pause for a minute to think through what I'm about to say. Excuse me. Is it going to make the person or break the person? They care not for themselves alone, but for other people. The people that they claim to love. When you love someone, you care for someone, and you claim that you are friends with somebody, you will not say things and do things that will hurt the person in the long run or someday. You will be the person to always defend the person when that person is not present. You don't go around the person's back and gossip about the person, lie on the person, and say things that will damage their reputation or damage their life, their relationship, or their marriage. Mature people are people who uses their eyes to observe and not their mouth for it to run like they have diarrhea. So, me, like people who run their mouth nonstop with no productive resolution, they just foolish. That's just my train of thought, and I stand by that. Oh yes, I know, right? I know, Mr. Rami, when they kind of Crystal, if you're with us, like I love that you gave her African name too. Much respect, says. Excuse me. I can only trust one friend, Crystal, if you're with us. That's good. I mean, like we all have it in there. Like my baby sister, like for some people be like, oh, me and my sister, like we have such a good relationship. That girl can tell me off. I love people not to insult and stuff. No, when I do something that she knows I'm wrong, she's not gonna say, "Oh, hey, she's my baby sister, so she's just going to like sugar that or like make it like it's nice." She would tell me straight up, "This, you are wrong in here. Adwa, like you are wrong." And me, she called me and me, like, "You are totally wrong. You shouldn't have done this. You shouldn't have done." That's the people that I want around me. When I do wrong, point it out that I did wrong. Don't tell me, "Oh, I think that's okay." Like, no, you don't want the best for me. Make sure people do not lie. They are honest. They tell you the honest truth as to whether or not it's going to hurt you or not. They will let you know. Like, maturity goes into a lot. It's a broader area. But make sure people add on to their loved one's life, people's life. They don't take away, right? So when you have some men, women talk about, "Oh, like if you love me, you do this." Oh, hell to the no. If I love you, what about if you love me? You will not use that kind of phrase on me. If you love me. Anytime you are with somebody or a friend that they start their conversation like, "If you love me," say, "Whoop me up." Take that out of here. Take it out of here. If you love me, say, "Whoop me up." And say, that is foolishness. Oh, Sir Crystal Afia waiters. Today finally, you comment. I love it. I trust you too, sis. Oh, I hardly trust other people too. That's what's up. That is what we friend true friends. Not afraid to share your true feelings, and letting the person that you care for know, this is where I'm coming from. Life is how we make it. And any friend who always make their friend, their partner, people around them feel good inside and out, that's the true friend. That is a true friend, someone you can rely on. When it comes to humanity, hey, I have been in all corners and stuff. There are some people you truly trusted. My older sister has like she has a picture of some words like frame at her house. When you go to her house, that's the first thing you see, and it says like, if you want to know who your true friends are, just wait till something happens and you're going to know who your true friends is. I have experienced that. 2017 I experienced that. That year, 2017 I can never forget. I will never forget in my life. But I am not keeping it for in a negative aspect. It's a lesson learned. When it comes to our native language, it says okuku sefku suroni paneja isaman. Fear human and not the dead. Because a dead person cannot steal your money, but a living person can take your money and tell you straight in your face they did not take that money. And it's just the two of you that were there. Nobody else has come. No wind has blown. But the person said they did not see it. Because their eyes is in their buttock. This is some of the things Sister Felicia was saying. There are some things you said it now. People will be like, "Hey, this woman has insulted me." Yes, that's what it is. Crisscross Manson says, my baby sister said, Big Up says, loving the conversation. You hitting the right pressure point. Oh, thank you, says. Mwah. Sister Aisha. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, Sister Rami Nanamo is a Crystal if you're with us. Thanks for watching. I love you, sis. Yes, thank you so much, Sister Crystal. The beautiful, knowledgeable one. I know. So I'm like, I have had people like, oh, like you have to speak the Aka language. I'm telling you, like most times, you speak the Akan language, most of our people don't want to listen. So it's like, and I don't do the program just for Ghanaians. I do the program all around because this is about life issues, which is Abrabo Nsem in our native language. Life issues, it affects all of us. Mhm. You never insult people, me, I do. Hey, Mr. Rami, Charlie. Sister, it's just a bum bum according to Sister Love. Many people assume that maturity comes with age, but that is far from the case. Contrary to that popular belief, maturity isn't all about getting older. It is about the way one behaves, carries themselves, and interacts with the world around them. Sure. Clap for Sister Aisha. Pa, 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 pa. Akaba, kupio. That's right. Yes. Oh, my beautiful, knowledgeable mommy. The woman who carried me in her womb. Mrs. Ama Mensa. Mommy, welcome. Apomu to say, hi, I am watching and I'm listening. Okay, mommy. Good to see you. Love you, mom. And Crisscross Mensa, my baby sister, the one who will not let me get away with nothing at all. And I love her to death. I love her dearly. Crisscross Mensa said, if you love me, you will kill for me. Oh, I forgot that one, sis. Yes, those foolish talk with some people with no common sense. Ha! What do you mean, if I love you, I will kill for you? Tafia kwa. God forbid. Like, who are you to come to me and say, if you love me, you will kill for me? Huh? What kind of love is that? Say, wupemia, ubekuma mami. Now, does this make any sense? For you to even open your mouth and say something? Yes, definitely. We don't trust them at all. Hey, when you have someone, a loved one, a friend, and they put condition to what they're going to ask. My sister, my brother, turn around, take off your shoes and run. My husband put a video. Kay put a video on Facebook. Kay, when was this? A couple days ago. And with with the video, a guy is dating a lady. The lady, she's big. And the guy is smaller than the woman. And the lady came out, I know they did it as like for comedy. I mean, no disrespect for people who are plus size. I'm not using this as a to disrespect anyone. And the guy, the video, it was just for laugh. And the lady came out, she saw two couples, a very nice couple, slim fit and everything. And they sitting on a blanket outside, like doing picnic within the house, in the compound. And, the guy is sitting down with his legs stretched out, and the woman that the lady that he's with is sitting between his leg with his body leaned against the guy's chest, and the guy is feeding her fruits and everything. So the lady came, she put her hands to her chest, which was like so nice and lovely. So she was like, she got an idea. She went and got a blanket, spread it out, went and got her boyfriend or man whosoever, and then she sat him down, And then she spread out his leg and sat between his leg, and before she can lean over him, no, good to see you. Before she can lean on him, she saw the other couples doing something nice. The girl has gotten up, running around the blanket, so the guy is following the girl, and the girl is laughing and everything. So she got up to want to run for the boyfriend or the guy that she's with to chase him, but instead he's doing it the opposite. She ended up having to chase him, but then before she can even correct him for him to follow her, she saw that the other couples, the guy has bent over and carry his girl, right? And the girl is laughing. So the lady turned to the guy, for the guy to do the same thing, carry her. And the guy was like trying to go in the back of the woman, but then the woman directed him. But before the woman can get ready to climb on his back, the guy was nowhere to be found. The next thing we see is the guy closing the gate of the compound, taking off his slippers and taking off with 100 meters. And the way he's running, you will laugh. I mean, it was like, why is he chasing him? Oh, you saw that clip? She's chasing him because he couldn't carry her like the other couples, because she wanted the same type of love. That's why we say comparison and unnecessary competition is not good. She saw a couple doing that, and she wanted the same thing to be done to her, even though your relationship does not come close to the other person. But it was like a funny video, but I don't think it's any disrespect to like size and all that. So I just brought it in here because I laughed that day so much. I was like, oh my gosh, some people be making some videos now. It's too funny. Oh, wow. So like, as I said earlier, people who normally would say, if you love me, you will do this. And Chris Cross came up with the best one. If you love me, you kill for me. God forbid. What are you talking about? So men and women who always ask something with condition, you have to shine your eyes because they have hidden agenda. No, don't come to me and give me condition. If you love me, you will do this. That's foolishness. That's not maturity. You cannot come and ask me to do something for you with condition. Hello, I have missed you today, dear. Today be today. Good morning to you all, and afternoon, evening, night. This time, hey, my motivational Black beauty sister, critical thinker, knowledgeable sister. First, how have you been? Boss lady at the room, me back so for I was like, oh, but I got my mojo back. Mommy, we say love you and everyone on the show. Oh, we love you too, Mommy. And thank you for coming on. And do put your comments down if you want to share your opinion, or you can call me on WhatsApp or like regular phone and also share your view. Today is an open talk. We just talking about anything, everything. I mean, I have spoken about precious life, how we should be appreciative of our life, good or bad, whichever way we need to celebrate our life. Don't wait till like it's too late and be like, I could have, I should have, I would have. No, just do what makes you happy. And also don't make an issue out of petty stuff, because it's not. You take so much away from you. I also spoke about married by single. I'm still doing it. I have spoken under married by single life. I spoke about poor characteristic. I spoke about humility, and I'm on maturity, and we were talking about maturity, and I gave an example of, people who give condition, like, if you love me, you do this, that's not maturity. It's not cry. I will never kill myself for none, but rather love and pray for each and every. Most definitely. I mean, agape love, that is only Jesus who was able to do that, die for all of our sin. There's nobody, as much as you love someone, you will not die for the person. Oh, hell to the no. My mind has not gone that far down in a drain. No. I'm sorry. I will do things and help any way that I can, but to die for it, I love you so much. I will die for you. Who talk? Who? It's just talk. People talk the talk, and other people believe that. When I meet people and say, "Oh, sister," when him say, just say, "I will die for you," you go die for who? My friend, stop that foolish talk. You're not going to die for me, so stop it. If you want to be romantic now, don't go to that level. You're not romantic when you start talking that nonsense. You go die for who? Please, nipa no omo kika no, they are the crook, the most crook people. Who feel one of my more chimp na no ba for frabeshe hono. No almost zero. Charlie Wabako. Ha! My yellow rock just made me. Me casa will free who I know a prepared you my for a memma do I think a memma do I and almost put to condition to their relationship or banning free one more compared you my for. Me, 1 minute. You're not coming on the program. You just speaking. Good morning. Have some tea. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. Someone that say you said on age and maturity, as someone put it, what has the age of Methuselah got to do with the wisdom of Solomon? Sister, I know some people, they speak without thinking. Why is she chasing? Oh, I read that one. The story is funny. I see that clip. What's I do so? I'm a father, sister. Sometimes it's a bit more cry. What can cry? Me too. Okay, this time I saw that video. I said, I just saw. There are some videos now, I literally have them download on my phone, and days that I am really down, like I will play them and just for laugh. I would just laugh. That's all they want to so now. Yeah, to me straight to tell you. The mama chamo mama me gumen masi. What platform is when no sistema and mommy me stress rough. Rather nyami go as mama stre. Sama men sama masreso. Rather nyami. I'll call you in a few, Sister Rami. Rather you, Sister Ma. Oh no, maybe Atopa bushes, dear. Charlie, it be there. I'll call you, sister. The only person who died for us is Jesus Christ. I know. Nipa da sanibia o kumbia or yiribia ni one no ma. Obeka so wamaniku obeka asam no be wamaniku. No wife or husband will die for their partner. If they start talking and say, I will die for you, you tell him, my friend, stop talking foolishness and nonsense. What do you mean you will die for me? Speak the truth. say things that is doable. Don't say things that can never be done, that you will not be able to follow through it. If you see death right there at the corner, you dare be go and carry them and receive it. You go, you they go the opposite and take off your shoes and run like the guy. Talk about I would die for you because I love you, Twitway. You love who, Twitway? How can you love someone like fart? Not just say, whoever say I love you, Twitway, they just messing with your head. They love you like fart. Has people put that in context? Atopo, would that be? It's part of our entertainment. Sister Felicia's word. Wow, you doing very well. Say, oh, thank you, sis. I appreciate it. That was some funny stuff. I'm telling you, Sama. Oh, hey, sister, I Ramin and I mean, put or no? Where's a put or? Huh? I want to thank you all. I mean, Shramuna, and Mama, Mania Japan. Atupajenje, dancing atupajenje, atupajenje. Oh my gosh. Twin love. I know, sister. Twin love with the yempo. Me do what it. How? I love you. I love you, passing gas. Even when you translate it in English, it's not even attractive. If you want to die for me, no worries. I come to you, your funeral. I'm telling you, like some people sometimes, it's like just the words that some of us use. I don't think that some of us stop to think about it too. It's very. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sister Aisha. I truly do appreciate you guys. I think you guys made my day. It's good that I came and did program. Oh, but the minute so for Samuel, we will not come today. We're not going to do marriage lesson with Song for Samuel Okoso. We will do program next Saturday, by the grace of God, we will do that. But today is just this one I'm doing. Who knows? Maybe someone will invite me to their program and then I'll come and talk. I love you to over there. So number 4, under married but living single, that I put forth is never fall into instant resolution by creating more problems. Open bracket, you have to first stop and process things first. The next thing we need to do is to give each other some space. Give each other some space and then make a list of things you did wrong. I did wrong, in the situation, to take accountability on your part, just your part. You can also, but before you also assess, you think about your part before you assess your partner's action, just for a lesson learned. I'm not asking you to assess your partner's action and then you go and pointing fingers and blaming him. No, you assess your part. You process what just happened, why it started, who escalated it, Why did you need to respond to something that will not benefit you? What went wrong? You process all that. Okay, the things that your partner said to you, do not assume, don't assume that this is where they were coming from. Some of the things that they may have said might be hurtful and stuff like that, but don't use that, to go into, okay, now when we start talking, I'm going to give him a piece of my shit and this and this. No, 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 no. You kind of like assess your partner's action in the situation as a lesson to make sure that that does not happen again. But you are going to follow up with a productive conversation, then come up with solutions on as to what you could have done differently and better. Now, once you are able to do all that, it's going to take time. It's not going to take just one, two, three, or ABC. You have to really literally use your emotional intelligence, because when you are emotional, you can think through all this step by step, one by one, and you can do it whichever way. It doesn't have to be this and this and that. You can turn it around and do it whichever way helps you. Now, after you do all that, make your list of things that you could have done it differently or better, or you're taking accountability. Even then, you move into having effective open communication and using your active listening. This is like, taking accountability. This is some of the conversation, discussion I have had with my husband. Okay. Like, at times when we have a disagreement, or if we had a situation that escalated into argument or like misunderstanding, and we come and have conversation, I will start off the conversation by saying, okay, first of all, I want to apologize for my behavior. My intention was not to hurt you. I was upset, but that should not be a reason for me to say X, Y, and Z. I truly apologize, and I'll make sure that I will do better next time. These are some of the things that I'm owning up to my wrongdoing. I shouldn't have done that. And then this is some of the solutions that I came up with. What do you think about that? And you also can share your views, however you saw it. I'm going to explain where I was coming from, but that should not that should not be a reason. So what can we do better next time? Because we both need to work on ourselves. It's not just going to be me taking accountability. I'm going to work on myself, but it starts from owning up to your wrongdoing. If you are not there yet, then you have a long way to go. So effective communication always go with active listening. When your partner is speaking to you about something that was not right or something that is going great, effective communication does not only have to deal with the negativity or something that is not going right. You also do that with things that are going right in your relationships, marriages, your life in general, just to pat yourself in the back. Okay, you're doing well. This is some of the decisions that you have made. I did well. I do have self-talk. I'll stand in the mirror and I'll talk. Some of the things that I have done that I am proud of myself. I'll be like, hey, Ajua, you did well. Oh, you did well. I am so proud of you. Keep climbing up. Yeah. That's me. I have to, empower myself. So we have to do that. So having effective communication is really important. Listening to yourself, your partner, and people around you is also very important. My dear sister Sika, the case is here. Antonio says, I'm going to sing. Excuse me. Mofidia. Onimdia kahon. Hey. He said, can you say to Crystal if you're with her if she likes fufu? Hi, sister Crystal. Oh, the beautiful and knowledgeable Crystal Afia with us. Do you like fufu? Tell me if you like fufu and soup. What type of soup you like? Palm soup, peanut soup, spinach soup, light soup? Just let me know which one you like the most. Hey, Sister Sikenio, then the two wrongs don't make a right. Having a constructive discussion is certainly the way forward. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, you always have to do that, Sister Ajua. Love in the house. How are you doing, sweetheart? I am doing much better, much better. Thank you guys for the love, the care, the positive encouragement. I love it. I am doing so well. How are you doing also? Excuse me. This Jessica Antonio educates, as you guys know her. Is accept when you are wrong, and yes, apologize. The apology is something. Some people they think if they apologize, they're going to poop on themselves. Excuse me. Okay, your pepper soup, dear. If they go into my nostrils, all the way. Many men, Sister Sika went on to say, many men and some women finds it difficult to say the word sorry. Sister, it's many men and many women. And the word sorry, no, it goes either way equally. Those who say sorry and do not mean it, are more than those who say sorry and really meant it. And that is what actually opens up the opportunity to have the discussion. Bam, 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 bam. That is true. But please, for me, as now, Sister Sika, you have to show me how to write that or no, because I don't know how you get that or. Anything no zero and zero no. Hey, my sister Adra Odo already dance atopa. And then dear me by dear man sakura mansa and you maybe in koye but boss lady just kind of like uplift my spirit. And I'm in a good, happy, mood right now. And the atopano, you didn't miss it. Even when she is talking, and I'm gonna say, my whole body go do the atopan. Do you guys see how she dances with her head and her shoulders? Hey, expert, you go, you see, you see. I mean, come on, twice more. And like you have to enjoy life. The pepper soup from our bra, our bra will remove all the crow from your area and enjoy it, hun. I'm going to enjoy it. No crass, I'm not walking. Hey, you. So, like, that is true. Like, saying sorry. Yeah, it's really difficult for a lot of people. But in order for you to really mean you're sorry, you have to really take accountability of what you did wrong. Because so many of us would say sorry, but we really don't mean it. And some people, when you say sorry and you meant it, they will tell you they forgive you. They will lie and keep it inside. And then they develop other issues and stuff like that. So when there is an issue between you, friends, family members, and loved ones, partners, and they say sorry and they mean they are sorry and you say you forgive them, let it go. Don't keep it inside because you're going to get sick by keeping that inside. Yeah. The person is living their life and last week I talked about depression. Depression, it just doesn't up and come. It developed gradually. when you keep things inside and you don't take care of yourself, your mental, emotional, and physical self, it gradually develops. So we have to learn effective communication and active listening. Learning to care for yourself and other people is really important. That's like, life is it's not easy. Nothing in life is easy. Every good thing requires effort and hard work. Also, having strategic plan. hmm Realistic goals. It's not like you just doing things because you want to do things. No, you have to be very mindful some of the things that you're doing, and uh, taking care of your doing self care, self work, building your self confidence, having self discipline, doing self assessment, having time for yourself, and all that, doing self everything that will mold you and build you to become selfless, not selfish. So, caring for yourself and caring for others, it will add on a lot of our coping skills that some of us don't think about it. Because when you have the care for somebody, because you're doing it for someone, you can also do it for yourself. But some of us, we don't think that far. Uh, yes, so Sarami Nana Martin said, true saying sorry when you're wrong is not bad and secondary. Some people will keep doing wrong and keep saying sorry. Those people don't mean it. That's why I'm saying people who really, a lot of people say sorry and they truly don't really mean it. So, like, when you saying something in in terms of, in regards to something you did wrong, if you don't mean it, you're gonna end up doing it again. So don't say sorry at all. Brother Nati does it new. Then the Brother Nati does it. Apomu et is saying, I hope say yes, so I doing it in Shira here. Me and Kasakrampo no me babe ye. I'm going to get off soon because me yeah jumen. Me will meet me noon in half an hour time. Maybe I be yeah. And come on, I dead, but we're gonna end soon. Sister Sika said the all dear is an keyboard app. Oh, okay, to download on your phone. Let's talk about afterwards. Sis. Okay, got it, sis. Medase. Sajwa and Brake, I salute you, sir. Brother Natty does it say was salute too, okay? Salute you too, bro. One love always. But okay, so what you so self everything initiate. That's right, Sister Aisha. I'm telling you, when you learn self everything, like naturally, everything else will fall in place. Some people just do not know that. Some of us know. Sorry, I mean, I only say sorry when I know I made mistakes and rather I learn from it so I don't make that mistake again. Bam. And that's what is important. Brother Emmanuel King, Apomu it is saying Mwakwaba. Most definitely. So sometimes some of us don't think that far. And also, effectiveness, how are your actions and the things that you say and do, how does it affect you and other people that you claim you care for, other people that you know uh you have in your circle of friends, you how you affect them in a good or a bad way. So we also have to be mindful of that. I already spoke about accountability being the pillar of your life. You are the pillar of your life. Your happiness, your everything, it stamps on you. So be the pillar of that, and be a role model. What you want, you need to also reflect that. Do not ever ask your partner to do things that you are incapable of doing. If you cannot measure up to a certain standard, Do not ask your partner to give you that standard, because it's like, it doesn't work. If you cannot love, do not ask someone to love you. As simple as that. Period. That's it. Integrity. How many people have that? Oh, Charlie, I kid you not. It's like you have to live your life with integrity. Don't do things. People who do things to certify the world and people, they do not have no integrity. You have to do things for yourself. Don't like think about what others think of you, and focus on the life ahead, your success, you know, helping those in need. Don't bring yourself down just to certify something. I mean, come on. There's so much in there. I mean, some of the things are broader topic, but I will not be able to have time to go through every single one of them. I just wanted to like just bring them up, and then we some of us will think through, and sometimes it could turn a topic. I have to do prayers before the show. No problem, I'll call you, sis, don't worry. I will do that. Some catch us every time you come and pray. Learning to use our emotional intelligence. As angry as we can be, as upset as we can be, as painful that we can feel, whatever level of emotions that we're going through, we need to learn to use our emotional intelligence by pausing to think through things and how we can go about in life, because that's what life is about. Um, don't rush to do things that will later on come and bite you in the behind. Uh, like, every man and woman like to be every man and woman likes to be, something, right? We all have our expectation, but like we need to make sure like what we want to be is something that our children, new generation, when they see that, they'll be like, you know what, this sister or this brother, the way they carry themselves, the things, how they work so hard, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to use their material to empower myself to also do something good in my life and establish, not to like uh, copy people who do not add to their life, or like follow foolish fool. Don't wait for someone to change for you. We always get whatever we deserve with clear conscience and hard work. If you go and marry someone who has no sense of direction, it means you're not going to get anywhere. It's important for us to be aware and also know that couples needs to stop bringing their relationships and marriages to a third person, their problems, because most times the third party may not want you to be happy at all because of enviousness, jealousy, evil mindset, dysfunctional mindset, limited mindset. They want to settle for less. They don't want to see you succeed in life, and so many things, all right, of you or your achievement. They're jealous of you. So stop doing that. I mean, having best friend, if your partner is your best friend, I have a best friend. um I realize that as time goes on, no, like we're not talking as we used to talk when I was single, because I found myself talking to Kay more. And some most time that's what happens, when you able to develop other coping skill. The person that you living with becomes the person's closer to you. And some people that you have relied on years and years, you don't go to them as much as you have been in the past. So in life, a precious life, we have to celebrate what we are, what we have become. Mistakes are there. We can never be perfect. Nobody is perfect. We have our flaws, and we have our strength and weakness. But the most important thing is that we need to um, do things that makes us happy. If you are married, you married. Don't be married and be living single life. Don't be fake. Don't pretend. Don't compare your relationship or marriage with other people. Do what makes you feel good and happy. What makes you feel right. You know, don't pressure your partner or pressure yourself to do things that will not benefit or add to your happiness. So I'm going to leave you guys here today. Sister Rami, I'm going to call you for you to come and pray, and then I'll be out of here. Me akwampo me nim de nti am kwaje ene meeting bo me ho so, but it needs to be done. Awofo ni bi wo ho no ma wan from mo a afede time a wo hia sɛ wo bɛyɛ yi. Sister Rami me da sɛ mo a ma share program ni nyinaa. Madam Munyana must say, mo invited friends, mo buy mo make it comment, Madam Pass, Sister Manson, Crisscross, Sister Aisha, Sister Sika, Sister Sage, Sister Felicia, and Iama, Sister Rami, Sister Crystal, Brother Natty Dazzy, Dr. Joe Kinsley, every single one of you. I'm just realizing if I start saying names, I will forget someone. If I forget to say your name, mention your name, it's not intentional. Please forgive me. I love you guys all in the same. My mom, Mrs. Amamensa, those who said hi, Brother Emmanuel King, thank you for tuning in. Or everyone who tuned in, Brother Drew got my love. Thank you for proving. Hello, sis.
Hello, Saja.
Yes, Sister Rummy Baby. One.
Baby.
The blues. How about what to say?
The blues forever.
You and the blues is here. Hey, somebody.
The blues forever. Yeah, really by the choir, best I show with you. Don't worry, NBA, I put that. So, yeah, I put that. Yeah. Now, right. Oh, yes, I do. Now, say.
Yes, I do. Sure, I mean, when it says.
Oh, yeah, then you're messy. Yeah, then you're messy. See, Mom, why?
Mate.
You be wrong, that was me. You are here, but come and put me shut with Jesus. Would Jesus Christ not be brought to me in that brass? They give you a show, sir. This is that ground would be our platform, yeah, show, sir. But the Christian and the bush, a show, sir. To me, round, I can be to me, coming. One on my end, am I a homie? That I was serious and matter. Yet you'll be yeah, show, sir, or platform, so. It may young coupon. A pump, I said, you'll be this up a cabia and you sure. A jumamo to me be a jum cassette, but obedient sure. A jumam, you're the best in the Sabacabia and you sure in the martyrdom of Jesus Christ. To me, be a best forget Yahweh, probably John D. Jesus Christ, and you come in the martyrdom of Jesus Christ. In Yanko Boy, Banama and Kwanyang, to me, dear, sorry, did Jesus Christ to me now, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ that I pray. Amen.
Amen. First, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And Tino.
Yeah, Sister John.
Yes.
Program night, no.
I had that home.
Oh, and the rough.
Oh, and yeah, when my dear, met open a open talk because I
know madam for person no the brofo na ya authentic na na make say bia.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, no. Yeah, it's yeah. Madam for back up no. Oh, your brony say, oh, trust me, it's no. Oh, I pay myself for now. Ni bibia, it's na kase bia. And you said bia, me pese bia obeka twi no. Asa no bibi wa no afra me no obusa mase. Say bia, yeah. You can say. Na o say me cheche mu chen. So, and yeah. Oh, but at the same time, yeah, at the same time, say bia. Make me any time I cheche mu chen ba bi wona the bro no so kakra. So, no what yes, into about like
you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful and thankful that she came.
And yes, be an the chairman, madam, don't think, yeah, because I don't want to
don't think that.
So,
don't think that.
Okay.
You know, me no most of the time we can't for. I am don't ever think that because I know English is universal. I mean, there are some topics in that. Like you think it's good to speak the Akan language, but there are many topics in that, like, you know, speaking English, you know, mostly, you know, is beneficial.
Me whole man, because so we a program, yeah, na me the share a man.
Oh,
okay, again, the see, or again, okay, maybe an me translation, no, man.
Okay.
Into the be all now, and I say me person English, like I can't say be a me person. Me ma
no. I even have some friends that like they told me. Yeah, like say, like sometimes when they come on and I'm speaking their Akan language now, they can understand what I'm saying. Yeah,
can't say now. As I'm so Miss Brofna for new translation. Papa said I make you minimum explain it to myself. Right?
No more. I love you, tweet. I love you, tweet.
So, but or be a Christian or take Ghana was never pray. But I say, everyone else said, Bibiana said, from you, some say, who can say, no funny different way. Missing the Biana makes me a translation. I'm on move. So, what I say,
don't worry about it. We're going to have more fun.
And yes, I said, for
anytime. You're definitely right.
Martin,
You see, I'm coughing. Oh, wow. I know, right?
Yeah, right. The Muslim Sabbath can be on your platform, the Muslim Sabbath can be to me, be a better Jesus Christ, me come in the mighty name of Jesus. Okay, bye.
Bye, sis. Thank you, Sister Ramis. Thank you, Sister Crystal, if you're with her. Like, I thank each and every one of you, those who have shared the program, those who commented, you know, with productive contribution, be part of the discussion. My loved ones, you know, family, friends, supporters, followers. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. This afternoon, I'm not coming live. I said, unless I'm coming, I'm appearing on someone's program as a guest, you know, or just to come and be nosy. So let me leave you guys. I have to get ready for my meeting. Oh my gosh. Mommy. Okay. Mommy. Ma?
Amy?
Yeah, you want to say something before I go off?
No, not me.
No, not yet. I'll call her in a few. Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye. Boss lady, man love guys, it's amazing. This song is for you. And everyone who saw this song. You guys enjoy it, I say. Praise Cross Festa. Oh, Turn it off in a few. Wow.
Jesus Christ, the woman. Somebody made this one, you're packing in the face. I saw my mommy. I said, what is a crown? Yes, it's a message. Jesus said, hey, hey, teacher, don't want to make you Jesus. Oh, money, when you come here to me every day, I watch your market in the room. I'm going to put you in the face. I was you. I'm watch your market in the room. I'm going to put you in the face. It was. Did you know my you Jesus? That's what you are. When you come here to me, every day, I want you, talking now. Now I see all. Now I see all. I give God the glory. From studio to studio, trying to make me song for the radio. On my knees I'll be praying for the Father to bless me. Gotta get noisier, especially if you will let me back in time. 1 and 2, don't give up, time by time. Don't stand, don't get to, don't make it up, won't be on to. Now I see all. Yeah. Now I see all. Yeah. Now I see all. Yeah.
Bye, guys. I see you guys next week. Okay, stay blessed, be blessed.